Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Frankie's DIY Life. I'm Frankie and welcome to my life. When I was a kid I used to wear these little coveralls, well, not these of course, but coveralls all the time, and actually they're just so comfortable. You know, when you get my age anything that's big on you feels comfortable. But anyway, I'm going to take these coveralls today and I'm going to put me a few designs on them. And I started out with a shirt, and it was this color right here. So I've already cut it up. Here's the sleeves, and then this was just the back of it. It was a cute little shirt, but it had all these flowers and stuff on it, and so I have cut me lots of these out, and I am going to try to get them on my coveralls. Now I don't know if I need to go ahead and put that backing on them or not. We'll see. Probably would be easier to get on there to sew around. So I'm going to place them on there like I like, and then we'll see. Also, I'm going to place the other little things that I cut out, and we'll see where they look good at, and then I'll sew them on. This was a pillowcase that I got at the thrift store, and I've went ahead and cut it off. I'll use this piece for something else later. But this right here, I'm fixing to cut these letters out, and I'm gonna put... This is a little strip that come off of the front of the pillow that had blessed on it, and I've cut me out a little template, little flower, and so I think I'm gonna place it on here and cut this out a couple of times too, and we may go ahead and add it to the heart maybe. We'll see. Okay, so this is the back side of that pillow that I cut out, and I'm going to use it. And here's a good template. You know those things that you get for Valentine's? I mean, you don't get them. It comes with your candy. It's on the top. It makes a good template. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to pin it on, and I'm going to cut that out. Okay, so I got me a couple of these cut out, and then I went ahead and cut some out in the plaid pattern. I'm not the best template maker for a flower. That don't really look like a piece of puzzle. But anyway, I think it'll be okay once I get it on there and sew it down and stuff. And then here's the heart, and I've done one through there, and I will sew that around and maybe put a little button or something in the middle. And okay, so I've got lots of these that I said I had already cut out, which was a little time consuming. But I have all of these, and I'm going to place them where I want them to be. I think I'm going to start out with this first one right here. I think I might just use it for the starting right here, and that'll be my starting point. So I'm going to pin that one on, and then I think I'll go ahead and flip it to the front. Since this one was the longest piece I had options of right here or on the leg. So I'm going to put this one right here, then I'm going to pin it on, flip it over, and we'll do the legs. Okay, so I've placed some of them here along through here like I like, and I've put this heart shape at the bottom. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut the inseam of this out so I can lay that open and sew on it, and then I'll have to sew it back shut. But while I was cutting these out, I've got a little template that I drew on cardstock, and I had some extra jean legs and stuff, so I have cut me out some pieces that I think will add to this. So I've got me some flowers cut out. Of course, you can see I got the red on there, but I don't know if that's gonna... I think I might just leave it. I was going to flip them over, but you can see it on that side too, or I could trim around it, but hey, it's okay. So I'm going to throw these in periodically, and then I will flip them over and do some more on the back. Okay, so I got a couple of these pieces right here, and I'm just going to put them over the top of this and just to double it up some, and I'm going to go ahead and sew it together before I pin it to my pants, because that way it'll already be stable, and then all I have to do is just go around this piece. Here we go. See, so I've already got it sewed on, and now all I got to do is sew around the blue jean part on my jeans. I pulled this out of my pile of scraps, and I think I might have a couple of flowers or something out of it as well. So I'm gonna get me a couple more of this cut out, so I'll have an array of different designs and colors. Okay, I have these couple of little pieces. I thought they were going to be stars, but I'm not a good star cutter. But anyway, I'm going to put these on top of each other. And then I had cut out a little piece of blue jean. And so I'm going to go to my machine and I'm going to sew that together. And then when I get it done, I'll pin it on where I need it to be. And then we'll sew them all together. Okay, I took a little break from this right here, and I went to a yard sale, and I got me a bag of lace for, let's see, I got all that lace, plus the one I dropped in the floor. I got all this lace right here for $3, so I could finish up my project here. I seen this on the side of the road. Look at that cute little table. Of course, I got to paint it. I washed it real good before I brought it in. But it had a yard sale sign at the front of the road, and I'm just assuming that they were already done because it's 1 o'clock, and they just tossed everything else out. Score for me. It fits perfect with my table right here. And so I am fixing to put my sewing machine right here. Like I said, I need to paint it. It's got some bad spots in it right there. But overall, it's just the perfect size. So I'm happy about that. Score for me. But I digress from my project. Sorry. So I haven't opened up any of the bags yet. I just got them because it had lots of lace in there. So, look what's in this bag. Oh, how cute. That's going to be a nice project. Look at that. And I got a lot of this size lace too. That'd be nice around it. Well, no, it's just one piece. It looks like it come off of maybe a pillowcase or something. But anyway, look at that lace. Isn't that pretty? I'll have to go through the rest of it later. Looks like I got some pretty good little things in here. Oh, look there. That's cute. You know what? I think I might add that to my overalls. So I decided not to use that white that I showed you just a second ago, but I did find this beautiful piece in there. I might have already showed it to you. But anyway, I'm just going to run it across this ribbon bib top right here. I'm going to run it across through there. And look, I'm not going to worry about the buttons when I have to button it up right through here, because all I'll do is just cut me a little slit right through there. And this stuff right here, you'd think it would ravel out more than it does, but it really don't. But anyway, I'm going to run it to here, and then I'm going to cut it off. And cut it off on this side right here. And then I'm going to sew it straight across. I was excited about getting this. I thought it was pretty nifty. Okay, so there's that. And I still got a big piece, actually 2 more pieces I can use on something else. So what I'm fixing to do is get my sewing machine from over there, and I'm going to try to put it on my table right here because I think I'll have more room. So I'm going to try to do that first before I start trying to sew all this stuff on. Alright, I got my sewing machine moved over, but I hadn't tried it yet. But what I was going to show you was my attempt of drawing. I am not a crafter. Anyhow, let me tell you what I did. I found, you can get you a kid's coloring book, and it has all kind of little shapes and sizes and stuff. And get you a piece of cardstock. Now, you can use the back of a cereal box. That works great. And then cut it out of the coloring book and then trace it around. Then you'll have your good template. So that's what I did. That's what I did to these right here. Those and my stars, you know, something simple in the coloring books. So that's one way you can get some free templates. Well, I think it's time to cut the crotch out so I can spread it open and get to sewing. So I'm going to do a zigzag stitch on this right here because it's lace and I want to make sure I catch it. So let me put my zigzag. And I'm just going to follow this line right here all the way down. And some of these I will do zigzag, some of these I will do straight stitch, but it's going to take a little bit, so I'll show you the finished product when I'm got it all done. So I made a smaller version of this star, and then I'm just going to go to my machine, which is right here, and zigzag it on or just sew it on, and then I'm going to put it on my pants. And I think this one right here, I think I'm just going to sew on as is. I think I'm just going to place it right here. Place it right there, and I'm going to pin it on. So I was just going to tell you that I used a light color thread. So, you know, on the inside of it, it's, you know, it looks fairly decent. Nobody's going to see it, but, you know, it just makes you feel better knowing that you fixed it where it looks nice. And so what I'm fixing to do now is sew that inseam up, and then I'll try them on. Okay, so this inseam right here where I cut it out like that, it's going to be too thick to sew. So what I'm fixing to do is just fold it over right here, and I'm just fixing to cut that off, and then that'll give me two smooth edges to sew. So I'm just going to cut that off all the way around, and then I'll sew it together. But I'm going to keep this piece, so they always come in handy. I think before I sew the legs together, the legs up, I'm going to run this piece of lace that I cut off a curtain on the bottom half of the leg, and then that way when I turn it up, if I have to turn it up, you'll see a little lace. So here's the front. There's the lace I put on the legs. Here's the front, and I added a little little button to my flowers there, and pretended that's a ring. And just little embellishments, little here and there. And then I made this, I don't know what you call that, I just added some stuff to it. On here, right here, I did not want to lose function of my pocket, so I just glued that one on. Okay, and then here's the other side of the leg with all my little stuff on there. And then I'll flip it around and let you see what the back of it looks like. Not as much on my back side, but I thought it turned out pretty. Didn't want no whole lot back here. I didn't want any buttons or anything. And this one right here too, I didn't want to lose function of my pocket. And I just cut out this piece, the size of it, and I just laid it down, sewed it all the way around, and then up through here I just glued it. And one for the back piece. And I glued this one on right here. Like I said, I didn't want to lose function of my pocket. And I will try them on. Okay, so normally I wouldn't wear this shirt with it, but I didn't want to go change. So I was just going to show you what it looks like on. And I probably have to maybe lower my thing. Maybe if you look in that mirror back there, you could probably see the back. I don't know. But that's the back of it. Here's the front. And I'm going to have to lower it down so you can see all the designs and stuff that I put on the leg. And then, well, let me lower that down. I wanted to show you the glue that I used when I glued the applique to my pockets. The reason I glued it to the pockets is because I didn't want to lose function of the pockets if I had sewed them down. So the one in the pink is no-sew glue, and it's pretty good fast drying time. And this other one, this fabric glue, the one in the white bottle, that one is good too. It has a little more drying time than the other one, but they're both really good. So once you put them on and let them dry, now they're there. So I just wanted to show you the glues that I used. I wish I had enough room that I could get real far back, but anyway, I made this little fringy thing, put me a little button on, and I added buttons to a lot of the little places. Says blessed. Maybe you can see. And then I put my little lace at the bottom. So you turn around. And I didn't cut these on the sides. I cut these down this way and then just opened them up, and then that way I could put all my little patches and stuff on. So maybe it'll show up some all my little patches and stuff, but maybe I can get a little close so you can see. They're really comfortable and I really like them, and so that's what I have been working on a little bit at a time. And also got a haircut during the middle of that too. There we go, got a haircut. Anyway, I added this lace to the top. Maybe you can see a little bit better right there. And then I glued this one on where you can't see it. But anyway, that's what I did. I hope you like it. And this is Frankie's DIY Life. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, and I appreciate all you do. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.